Anything interesting? So let's go through this guide. Let's get you through these tasks, and then it doesn't matter. We can talk about the nice weather, yeah? Let's see who's here. Who's here? Mariam, you're not here, no? You disappeared.
Exactly.
You're invisible, yeah? So look, this is number one. This, without looking at PowerPoints or nothing, just look at the questions. Let's have a quick look. Task one. Let's see if we can remember anything here. Critically evaluate. Critically evaluate. Mariam, you're going to have a nice busy day today, but we won't be here forever. And it's the last day. So we just get through this stuff, and then you can tell me all about your marketing ideas, yeah? Your creativity. Or we can talk a bit about the technology. You want me to go through that? How to use GPT, the different software for references, for data, for different things. We can look at that. How to be careful as well. So let's try the first thing here. What does this mean? Critically evaluate. What's that? These are called the command words. Command words. Mariam, can you help us? What does that mean in simple English? Critically evaluate. What does it mean? Oh, let's see. Critically evaluate. Are you with us, Mariam? Or are you against us? Not there. Ooh, okay.
I think
Let's
it
see.
means
Let me try.
to explain how marketing techniques and tools can support the strategy, like in details.
That's Abdullah Salam, yeah? Abdullah, yeah? Very good.
Abdul Salam,
But
yeah.
if you see this in any, if you see this in any assignment, and if you do more studies, actually, that was something I should have explained to you as well. Abdul Salam, you think you might do your doctorate degree one day? What do you think?
I hope so.
Are you interested?
Maybe.
Well, because we have time. We have to, maybe, inshallah, for sure. Look, we
Inshallah.
have time today. I'm only going back on old stuff, and all of this is explained in the guide and the samples, and it's not a big deal. So we can take, if you're interested in doing your doctorate, Abdul, do you know the difference between these two doctorates in business? If you don't know, it's okay. I'll tell you.
To
I
be
think you've
honest,
heard of PhD, yeah?
yes, PhD, but the second one, I can guess it's Doctorate of Business Administration.
Excellent. And you should know these things. Very, very important. It's very important. And it took me, I had to find out all this stuff myself. So what's the difference? A PhD, these are called level 8 UK. Level 8. You're now on level 7, yeah? Yep. You're level 7. 7 is masters. A PhD is more academic. This one is more practical. This one, you have to come up with some new idea, new theory. This one, you can test theory. This one has a very big thesis. The thesis could be 70,000 words plus. This one, the thesis, can be, I don't know, 40,000 plus, 50,000. They are both the same level, Abdullah. They're both level 8. This one is better for academics, and this one is better for business, for practical business. This one is better maybe for research. Now, you can argue, people will argue and say, oh, I disagree. But look, this is general. This is the one, Abdullah, that I did, yeah? Does it make sense?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, because if you're thinking of doing a doctorate, I advise you that the DBA is a good one because, frankly, I think it's a bit easier. There's less work to do, you know? Let me
Yeah.
see here if I can show you. This is what it looks like. Can you see this? DBA. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old California. Good old California.
What year was that, doctor?
My good. It was recently, look,
Oh,
2024.
2024.
Lifelong learning. And then if you want to go back and see, my first degree was 1985. Let's rotate the view. Look at this. Where is it? Why does this come on? Look, 1985.
Wow.
Where were you in 1985? Where were you?
I was minus 15 years old.
Bloody hell. So
Yeah.
look, my
I was born
friends,
in 2000.
lifelong learning. We never, whoa, see, we never stop. And look, this is my qualified teacher status. This means I'm a qualified teacher. Whoa. This, you know something, I'll be honest, this was probably just as difficult as the doctorate degree. This was really tough. This is a professional diploma. This is more practical than academic, the Chartered Institute of Marketing UK. This was my first postgraduate diploma in business. This was the first master's I did, 2012. Wales. I don't think it's even available anymore. Master of Science. This was another master's, Mr. Abdullah. Another one. Where was this from? I don't know. Anglia Ruskin. And a third master's, my friend, from Derby, yeah? Derby. And we
MashaAllah.
never stop. Never stop doing qualifications. Always keep doing qualifications. I need to do more. Keep it up. So look, if you're ever thinking of doing the doctorate, this is my advice. And this is really nice, the DBA, because with the DBA, you can work in business, you can be a consultant to business, and you can also work in universities. They will take you full-time, part-time, institutes, universities. This one is very heavy. Be careful of it. It's very tough. This one, more practical. You don't have to come up with any new theory. You can test a theory, and there you go. So look, back to level 7. Critically evaluate means look at the positives and the negatives. In other words, how marketing techniques and tools can support the strategy. These tools and techniques, all you can do is mention a few tools and techniques and mention something good about them and some limitation of them. See, what is a tool? Let's take a tool. Where's our friend Mariam? Give me a tool. We have analysis.
What?
Planning.
Then
Yeah, planning. Implementation. Evaluation. If you
evaluation, doctor.
uno, dos. Yes.
Okay.
You give me. It's okay. You gave me a good tool. What did you say? You said SWOT. SWOT.
Analysis.
Yeah. So again, we said that if a company, the marketing is about the strategy of an organization, the strategy of an organization, the strategy of an organization. What's that? What is the strategy of an organization? It's the highest level of objectives. Well, that's not true. You'll argue and you'll say, oh no, that's the vision and mission. Okay, vision, mission, aims, objective. Vision, mission, then the corporate strategy. The corporate strategy means the direction of the company. Where is the company going? Where is the company going? Mariam, do you think it's important to have a strategy in life? Never mind business.
Of course, doctor.
You think so, yeah?
Yeah, so
Do you
that's
think that all businesses have strategy?
yes, doctor, all they are. And most of, especially in here UAE, I will say, it's aligned with the UAE
Yeah.
vision and mission and the strategic objectives.
How would you explain then that so many businesses and businessmen don't really have a strategy and have become very rich with no real strategy? For example, let's give you this one. Tell me what you know about this. Do you know this company? Actually, let's go to their website. Have you got $250,000? You can take a 1 hour flight here. You can book your flight for 1 hour. Look on Virgin Galactic, and you go into it's not outer space, into space here, just the atmosphere here beyond the Earth, and you can look down on the Earth. 200. Oh, look at that! It moves when I move the thing here. Look at that. 250,000. Shall we book a ticket? Abdullah, are you ready? Let's go, yeah? Shall we book a ticket?
I don't think I have that kind of money, doctor. But this is
Maybe you have a good friend.
Richard Branson's company, right?
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. And you know, Richard Branson doesn't have a doctorate degree, doesn't have a master's degree, doesn't have a bachelor's degree, doesn't have any degree, doesn't have a diploma, doesn't have a certificate. He just about finished school. Did you know that? He has nothing. But he has a lot more than me in terms of business. He never finished. He did. He finished school. Give me another famous businessman who has no degree. Mr. What's his name? Mr. Microsoft?
I
Mr.
don't think Jeff Bezos has a
Mr.
degree. Bill Gates.
Mr. Bill Gates. He dropped out of university. Who was Mr. Apple? What do you call him?
Tim Cook or Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, no degree. Steve Jobs, no degree. Steve Jobs was a college dropout. Mariam, are you looking at this? Who never got a formal degree. And yet he brought us the most important smartphone the world has seen, really. The most innovative, smart. Now, so how did these guys plan? It's different. It doesn't mean they have no plan. You are right, Mariam. A plan is better than no plan, really. You're not going to achieve much if you have no plan, because the trouble is the world is too competitive, yeah? If you have no competition, you don't really need a plan, do you? Or maybe you do even. But let me show you. If you have no plan, what happens? If you don't know where you're going, all roads will take you there. Have you heard that one, Abdullah? If you do not know where you are going, all roads will take you there. Peter Drucker, famous marketing guru. And a lot of students, this is what they showed them in the first class in strategic marketing. Where's my lovely Alice in Wonderland? Alice in Wonderland. Which way should I go? Strategic planning. Alice, would you please tell me which way I should go? There we go. Mr. Abdullah, you learn many interesting things, don't you? Look at this.
Yeah,
She's
true.
asking the cat, which way should I go from here? And the cat says, that depends on where you want to get to. What's your plan? What's your mission? What's your vision? What's your aim? What's your objective? What's your strategy? And look at her answer. I don't care. Then the cat says, it doesn't matter. You can go this way or this way. Have a good day. Now, you might think this is for children. This is very serious in business. And I'll show you, because we have time today. We can talk about the weather even, yeah? Although, There's not much to talk about except it's good, yeah? Unlike the traffic, Mr. Abdullah, yeah?
Yeah, the traffic is a killer
What do you
actually.
think? We need you to come up with some new plan, please. We
I
need a new
hope
generation to solve the problem. So
I'll
look,
try my
to
best, I
answer
promise.
Mariam's question, please. I met one guy, a local guy, and he was in America doing something called urban planning studies. And I said, wait a minute, you're the kind of guy we need. Oh, yes, I did my master's on traffic planning and analysis. And I said, so why do we still have traffic jams? I don't know. Look, you can have this strategy. It's called emergent strategy. This is Alice. Her strategy is being made up as she goes along. Abdullah, do you know any old guys down there in Sharjah who have businesses and they never really learned any of this planning and strategy and stuff, but they're very successful?
Yeah,
I'm
my
sure you
father
do.
is a
You
business
do,
owner
don't
actually. Yeah.
you? And if you talk to him about strategy, he'll say, yes, you study it,
Yeah,
but I didn't
yeah.
have time, yeah?
Yes, true. That's why I'm here.
And he'll say, I don't. He'll tell you, you go and study it and come back and tell me why it's important.
Yeah, true.
We did it our way.
Yeah.
His strategy was called emergent. But today they're talking about this thing, deliberate strategy. This is when you have the plan. This is when you have a plan. Because at least you have a plan, you can be ready for competition, ready for change, understand your customers, and bring better value added, better value to the customer. That's the idea. Does it always work, Mr. Abdullah? All this planning and strategy, does it guarantee
No,
success?
no, it's not.
Do you remember this Tesco failure? Remember this one? See
Yes.
this Tesco? It closed down in America. Why? Look, 40 million, I think. Why Tesco failed in America? That's a video. We don't want to watch that. Why Tesco failed in America? Tesco is really, really good. And we know it's in Dubai. It's in Sharjah, Abdullah. You know that. Tesco Chaithram, okay? They have a partnership now. So the next time you go to Chaithram, you'll find Tesco stuff for sale because they learned a lesson. Don't invest too much too quickly. Why? With all the best strategy and all the planning, still failed. But maybe it's better than no plan. This is Alice in Wonderland. This is her. Alice in Wonderland. No wonder the cat is smiling, you see? Abdullah, did you ever see a cat smile?
No, of course not.
No. Well, but this is very powerful stuff. Which way should I go? That means, what's my strategy? What's my strategy? So the strategy for a company, you can use this guy. You can use Ansoff always for strategy if you like. It's just a simple model. There are other models: market penetration, product development, market development, diversification. This is the products, and this is markets. Strategy number one is very difficult. Why? Why is one difficult? This is number one. Number two. Number three. Abdullah, which is the most risky strategy? The highest risk? 1, 2, 3, 4. Diversification means new products, new markets, new everything, new customers. Could that be the highest risk to take? Sure, because we don't know. Market penetration is the lowest risk because these are the customers we have, and we just discount or give them some special offer. Product development is probably medium. Some people say it's new products. It doesn't have to be new, even though Ansoff writes down it's new products here. But what is new? New could be new functions, new features, new service, after-sales service, new packaging, new flavor. For example, have you heard of Porsche Design? Never mind Porsche Design. Have you heard of Caterpillar shoes? Caterpillar shoes? You see these shoes? Not shoes. It should be boots, yeah? Caterpillar, B-O-O-T-S. Abdullah, are you familiar with these? CAT, C-A-T. Have you seen them anywhere? Caterpillar. Mariam, have you seen these shoes anywhere? Caterpillar, C-A-T. No?
Yes, doctor.
Well, the Caterpillar machines, I think you've seen these. They're all over Dubai. Look, CAT, Caterpillar machines, you see? So what they did was they took the branding from the machines and put them on the boots to show that the boots are strong, you know? That's called brand extension, brand extension. Is it really a new product? I suppose it is. It's a new product. But how new is new? It depends. Market development means new segments, new customers, young people, old people, rich people, poor people, married people. And this is something completely new, like Caterpillar opens a bookshop. These are strategy. These are the corporate strategies. What are they called? Organizational strategies. See, strategy of an organization. Org strategy. So let's say Skoda. Do you remember Skoda, Abdullah? Skoda? Have you heard of Skoda? Skoda. So let's say Skoda is going to take this one, market development, and enter the USA. So it's a medium risk strategy. It's with their existing product line into America. They are not in America. They're part of Volkswagen. Skoda is VW. So they can easily enter the market in terms of distribution. They have the dealers. So how can tools and techniques help them in that decision, help them to achieve this thing? Mariam, you said SWOT analysis. How could SWOT help Skoda? This is yours, Mariam. How could SWOT help Skoda?
Doctor, they will
In what way?
opportunities and the threats of the market, of entering this market, because this is product development. So they will do the opportunity and the threats based on it.
And don't forget strengths and? Strengths and?
Weaknesses. But doctor, mainly these are internal. For that reason, if it is a new market and existing product, maybe they can focus on the OT so that they can develop a risk register and mitigation plans.
But you know something? An opportunity is no good unless we have the strength to take advantage of it. A threat could be very serious if we have weaknesses that we can't deal with the threat. These things go together. You can look at the opportunity. Actually, it's a very old question. What do you look at first? Do you look at the SW first and then the OT, or the OT and the SW? This is what they kind of look at today. Go outside, as you say, research the market, look for the positives, look for the negatives, and then see how could we deal with them. Because the funny thing is, there's lots of opportunities in America for Skoda. There are threats, but they have decided that they don't really have the strengths and they have too many weaknesses. So that's one model. One advantage of SWOT analysis, critical evaluation. Give me one advantage of the model. It's relatively easy to develop the model. It's easy to identify SWOT factors. But a negative of it is that these factors are dynamic. What does that mean? They change quite quickly.
Change.
You do a SWOT analysis today, and then we have people like Donald Trump, and you can have tariffs tomorrow, and then next week, no tariffs. And then next week, there's some new competitor from China, and then Canada signs an agreement with the Chinese. It's dynamic, it's difficult. A SWOT analysis is static analysis, S-T-A-T-I-C. Static means a photograph. This is a video. Reality is a video. The model is just a photograph. Photographs are nice, but they're only for one period of time. So SWOT analysis is not enough. But it's useful. It's useful. Mr. Abdullah, there was a very nice quotation from a British guy. Some guy, he had a funny name called Box, B-O-X. And watch what he said about models. Maybe you can use this one. He said, all models are useless, are wrong. All models are wrong, but some are useful. See? Mr. Box. Box, B-O-X. What a strange name. Maybe he's related to Amazon. Box. All models are wrong. Mariam, what does this mean? Please help me. I don't know what this means. Translate to simple English. Come on. What does it mean? What's he trying to say to us?
Models that mean for the analysis, doctor?
No, you know something? For everything that you study, in every subject you study is theory, yeah? You don't study anything practical. You're not going down to companies. You're not doing internships. You're not producing practical business plans. The marketing plan here is only a small exercise. I wouldn't even call it a marketing plan. There's nothing you're doing that's very practical. Your course is academic. You're using a lot of models in every subject. Pest analysis, SWOT analysis, Porter's 5 forces analysis, all these models. Models are simplifications of reality. They help us to analyze, you're correct, and draw conclusions and hypothesize. But look what this guy said, he's laughing. He says, all models are wrong, but some are useful. He's kind of joking, okay? What he's saying is, all these models are no good on their own. They're simplifications, they're averages. What's the problem with an average? The problem is that it is average. It doesn't represent everyone. Reality is too complex for models, you know? Business has no other choice. Unless you're using supercomputers or some kind of AI today, these are the models we use. They're all wrong means they all have limitations, but they are useful. He's kind of joking, okay? But it's a nice quotation. All right, so the SWOT analysis, as you said, helps to find the opportunities and threats to see if it's worthwhile entering the market. That's an analysis. Let's take a model from planning. See, look, there's so many models. Planning, we can take the model of STP, segment, target, and position. Do you remember this thing, positioning? Positioning is easy. What is positioning? It's the way that you create the brand image. This is price. This is quality. This is, get different colors. This is premium. This is budget. I think this is economy. Some people call it mixed. This is nothing. It's no strategy. Mariam, which strategy, which position, 1, 2, or 3, is Ferrari?
Doctor, what is the first one?
Premium, P-R-E-M-I-U-M.
Yeah,
Premium means
premium.
the best, you know, premium.
Yes, premium.
Premium. Which one is Hyundai?
Economy, doctor.
You know, it's actually a difficult answer because it used to be number 2, yeah? Was lower quality and lower price. But some people say it has moved. I don't know. It has moved this way. It's called repositioning, yeah? Repositioning. Economy means good price, good quality. And that would be for sure Toyota, you know? Let's try hotels. Come on, let's get someone. Mustafa Hassan. Are you with us, Mustafa? Come on. He might be driving. I just see names here. I don't know who's with us. Who? Do we have anyone else with us? Faisal, remember Faisal?
Yes, sir.
Come on in,
Yes.
Faisal.
Amen.
Faisal, give me a premium hotel in Dubai. Expensive hotel.
Armani Hotel.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. And also
Give
Ritz.
me the name of some hotel you don't like. It's cheap and you think it's bad. It's your opinion. Nobody cares. Just your opinion, you know.
Cheap and bad.
Some hotel you would not go to. Which one? He
There's
says,
nothing in my
I
mind
don't
now,
want,
but
I don't,
no,
he
it's
doesn't
not.
want to
I
say.
don't want
So,
to say. No, it's not that I don't want to say,
look,
but nothing in my mind now, like something bad hotel. But uh,
look,
for me, yeah.
1 star. Look, we'll give it 1 star. And this one we'll give it 3 stars, yeah? It doesn't matter. It's your opinion anyway. This thing is all in your mind. It's your opinion. This is not classified. This is just an opinion, a
Like I will not
perception.
go
It's
to the
called a
hotels.
perceptual map.
Yeah, like I will not
Yeah.
go to the hotels in the
Exactly. So an economy hotel would be good price, good quality, medium, maybe the Sheraton. I don't know. It depends. So how does this help Skoda in America? Because it helps Skoda decide on how they will advertise the brand and position it. And they will position it, they will try. I don't know. Hey, that's a good question. So Faisal, what do you think? Should Skoda go to America as a lower price, lower quality, or a good price, good quality car? What do you think? There's no right answer. I don't know the answer.
Mm,
Well,
Well,
I don't
from
know.
my side, I'd say that they have to change the strategy and maybe they rebrand their branding and then the quality, the most important.
Yeah, so I think you're right. They'll come in something like Toyota, something like Honda, something here that's good quality because it is good quality. It's German quality Volkswagen, you know? If they come in down here in the budget, the Americans might think, oh, this is just a low quality, this is no good, yeah? I think they can't come in as premium. Why? They don't have enough premium brands. They don't. They can't do that. What was the one we were talking about, Toyota, the new premium Toyota? What's it called? This one. Watch out for this in the UAE. See? This is Toyota. It's called the Century. Toyota Century, look. Toyota 3rd Gen Century for the
I
Tokyo
think
show.
it's similar to the Crown.
Oh, look at this. It is. Look. Yeah. I have not seen this in Dubai. Not yet, but I will. I know I will. And this will be very popular in Dubai because you're getting Japanese quality reliability and you're getting, it doesn't say Toyota. It's like Toyota. Let's put it on the map. Put it on the map. Let's do it for Toyota. Toyota is doing a lot of things, yeah? So Toyota has different positions for different brands. The Toyota brand is here. Here. The premium, have you heard of Lexus?
Yes.
That's lower premium. And the upper premium is the Century. American spelling. It's easier than British. See? This is lower premium, upper premium. Super premium. What would a super premium brand? Have you heard of Maybach? Maybach?
Yes. Yeah.
How do we spell
Yes.
that? What is Maybach? Is it CH? BACH, Maybach. Isn't it Mercedes, really?
Yes,
But they
it
say,
is.
look, this is the Maybach. So look, how much is a Maybach? The Maybach. It's like a higher class S-Class, yeah? Special S-Class. Wow. What do you think of these? Do you like this, or would you prefer a smaller screen? You think it's too much like Tesla? Does it suit a luxury
Nowadays,
car? I don't know.
everyone liking this technology. So
I
I guess, yeah, this
know.
one is nice. Yeah.
You like this interior? See, look at the branding. So it's all an image. Well, it's not all an image. The reality is it's a very high quality car, very expensive, but they're creating the the position in your mind. It's called the brand image. The brand image. You create the image in the mind of the consumer. You try to create it, you can't. You try your best through marketing communication. And this is what has happened to Kia and Hyundai. Hyundai used to be low quality, low price, but it's moving this way, yeah? It's moving up. They've changed the image, haven't they? They have some very nice models. So look, this planning can help to determine which customers you target and how to position the product for success against competitors. Implementation is the 4 Ps. What are the 4 Ps, Marion? The 4 Ps.
It's the place,
Product,
product,
the
place,
place,
promotion,
and
and
price.
price.
Price. Yeah. Product, price, place, and you see how slow this is. I know what this is. This is the Zoom connection. Sometimes Zoom, look at that, how slow it is. Isn't that strange? Technology, advantages and disadvantages, yeah? So what did you say? The 4 Ps, the four? So implementation, marketing, see that how slow it is. Implementation is the 4 Ps. It's called marketing tactics. Marketing, the right product at the right price and the right place means distribution, and the right promotion is advertising. So when you go to America, you better bring the right product. Question, Mr. Faisal, has Lexus been successful in America? What do you think?
In America, it's not much, but it is. Yeah.
Successful in USA. Lexus has had exceptional success in America. Top-selling luxury brand 2025. The top-selling luxury brand.
I think
But
in
here's an
some
interesting
places.
thing. Oh yeah, it's very popular because of the reliability, you know. The Americans like the price and the reliability. More reliable than, you see, look, top reliability. US, look, Lexus outperforms rivals. S&P, Standard & Poor, look, US car market. Lexus outperforms rivals. Lexus success. You could use that for your dissertation. It's got all the data here. And these hybrid, you know, this electric and petrol. But you know, it wasn't, Lexus was a success from the beginning, but the Japanese had a failure before that. They went to America before that with one luxury car and it failed. Toyota, failure. USA, it was called the Crown. Just the Crown. The Toyota Crown. Look, failure in the USA. The first USA car failed. This was the old Crown, huh? It was too small, underpowered, undersized, not good enough. They got it wrong. So you know what they did? They sent over the marketing researchers, and your job was to sit in a hotel for 6 months and study and survey all the rich people and talk to them about their cars and what they liked. Nice job, yeah? The right product. What's the right price? In the right place. Place means distribution. That's the dealerships. That's okay. We have Volkswagen. And the right promotion means advertising, digital advertising, public relations, all that stuff. So if you have the right 4 Ps, you can really help the company achieve its objectives, because why? The 4 Ps create value, consumer value. You can create the best value for the consumer. And evaluation means just evaluating your performance. I wouldn't bother with this one. You can't do all of them. You'll be lucky if you can talk about 2 of them, because if your word count is so small, all you can do is talk about maybe 2 tools, talk about 1 positive, 1 negative of each tool, and say how it can help your chosen company achieve its strategy. That's it. That's it. You can't do any more.
Doctor, shall
You
we
can't.
give evidences? Because when we are
You
saying
don't have to.
relative advantage and disadvantage, shall we rely on any evidence or something?
Evidence is always a reference, yeah? Evidence would be a
Okay,
reference, yeah?
Okay, doctor.
Reference, and where are you going to get evidence? Because there's no statistical evidence for these models, okay? It's just that each one, see, these models, they have positives and limitations. Now, what you can do is, this is very clever. Instead of doing each model independently, see, look at this, what he did. He said, although this model, and this model can help achieve this thing, these things, blah, blah, blah. Look at the limitation. They require time. It takes time to do the analysis. It requires expertise, especially for targeting. And it requires resources that might not be available. And there's the evidence reference. SWOT analysis is subjective. What is a strength? What's a weakness? What's an opportunity? Some people disagree. So down here, he puts them in general, and you can use some references, yeah? Use some references. But Mariam, where are you going to get the references? Good question, yeah?
A scholar, as usual. But you taught us how to use ChatGPT so that we can verify sometimes. Not verify and get the right citation.
Yeah, never trust GPT, because it's good, but it's very dangerous, yeah? This is one that I like because look what it says. What does it say? It gets the sources from where?
Scholar.
From? And Scholar is the best, you know that. This one is supposed to be connected to Scholar, but I don't trust it either. So here's what I do. I designed a prompt so that when I say, let's do it right now. Hold on. Why not right now? Instead of telling you, why not just do it, yeah? Let me open up my little voice type program here. Mariam, have you tried this one? Typeless. It's free. Anybody, this is a great little program, okay? You can use it for dictating to your computer or dictating messages in WhatsApp. It's designed by a group of Stanford students, ex-Stanford. Very smart. If you make a mistake when you speak, sometimes we do, or our English isn't really that good, so it's a bit strange, this thing will correct it and make it really nice, and it's always perfect, yeah? Mariam, have you tried it? Go to Google and go like this. I recommend this, really, it's useful. Typeless. And it works on Mac. also. Try it for free. I have the free version. I find it, I don't need to pay. This one is fine. 4,000 words per week? That's a lot. So let me test it out and see if it's working for me here. So here we go. What are we looking for? Marketing planning tool. Okay, let me give it an instruction. Let's see what happens. Okay, good evening. I want you to mention 2 limitations of marketing planning and analysis tools and 2 advantages, and then give me 3 references that I can use, Harvard style, in text and end of text. They must be in the last 5 years, and I want the web links because I don't trust you. Hurry up. Mariam, you like my instructions, yeah? Look at that. You have to be very strict with this technology. Do not trust it. I'm telling you it's good, but it's not perfect. Let's see what it does for us. Yeah, you see, look. Now I have to correct it. When I say give references, they must be from peer-reviewed journals. They could be university textbooks. I don't want websites. I don't want blogs. I don't want Wikipedia. I want the high-quality, peer-reviewed journal, academic sources only. Thank you. Okay, so see what I told you, Mariam? Static. Models are static. They're not dynamic. They're snapshots. They're photographs. That's a nice one. Rigidity of the models. So where did he get it from? He got it from here. Is it correct? Yeah, it is. That one's correct. But I have to, oh, look what he did. Wow. Whoa. See, dynamic planning. It is, look, it is correct. Dynamic. Oh, we opened that already. Okay. Check another one. I'll just do a random check to see. What's this one? Let's see. Data-driven decision making. Oh, wow. So, Mariam, this is what you can do, right? You can go back here. Now, of course, you'll take the sample anyway, and you can take this, and you can say to him, the same models. You can use the same models. All right, let's go. Okay. Good evening. I want you to look at my sample answer, and you can keep the same models in your analysis of their positives and negatives, strengths and weaknesses, advantages and disadvantages, using the references that you just found. I want you to take my content and change it and make it even better using all your wonderful sources. Colon. Okay. Stronger. So, Mariam, what do you think? Look, I really like this. Look at this. This is called multiple referencing. He's got double references, and they're all up to date, and they're all correct. And you're allowed to do this, Mariam. You're allowed to repeat references. You can. Just not 20 times. A few times, no problem. Look. That's fine. So what do you think of this, Mariam? Is this a good answer? The answer is yes. But what's the problem? Mr. Faisal, yeah? What's the problem with this?
ChatGPT.
It's a very good answer.
Yeah, it is good, but then we'll fail.
But look,
But then
look,
we will fail. Yes.
look. So, how do you deal with this? Mariam, what's the solution? How do you deal with this? How do you get 0?
Maybe we change like the words.
Yeah. I'll tell you straight up
We
because this is a hobby of mine.
redirect the
Okay.
words. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you something. Okay, just this is interesting for you because to reduce this, the first thing, Faisal, is you do not need to change every word. This is maybe 100 words, okay? If you change here and here and maybe here, every few sentences, yeah, you change something. You can keep this the same. In this way, you break the algorithm and it thinks you're human. Does it work all the time? No. Does it work most of the time? Yes. Now, Mr. Faisal, did you know that there's software to help you to do this? Did you know that?
No.
Does anyone teach you anything these days? No? What I'm telling you is be careful of the software, right? There's hundreds of programs for sale that will tell you, I'll show them to you, look. I'm telling you, be careful of them. Look, free. They're not free. Grammar, oh, that's the worst one. Don't put your work in Grammarly. Don't think if you put your work in Grammarly, it makes it better. Grammarly is 100% AI. It'll come up as AI. Grammarly is just useless. Forget about Grammarly. Look at these programs and you have to pay for them, okay? You see them? There's hundreds of them. Do they work? Kind of. The trouble is, when you put your work into them, it can do something, but you really have to be in control, you know? Some of it changes the English too much. It becomes childish, you know? So, for example, take this one. Where's our text? So let's take this one. Where's the AI? We have too many things open. Virgin, closed. Caterpillar, let's get rid of Caterpillar. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's go back to the GPT, take this guy. But you see, Faisal, there's software like this. I have this program at another institute. You can change the level of humanization. You can change the style. What do you want? I think we'll go and we'll simplify it to simple English. And you'll see what it can do. Now, are you supposed to use these things? No. Do students use them? Yes. Do they use them in their own language? Yes. They mix it up. Is that allowed? Well, see, look. Now, you take this, you go back to this guy. We test again. Double check, test, detect, see what comes up. Faisal, what do you think?
Amazing.
You're shocked, are you?
Yeah, but for me, like I don't like to use ChatGPT like too much. Like very rarely I use it.
Well, and you know what? This is quite nice English, simple. You don't need complicated English, by the way. You don't. Don't try too hard. Simple English. Mariam, what do you think of this? Crazy, yeah?
Yes.
And look, if you're interested in learning more about this stuff, just contact me someday and I'll show you more on Zoom. It's not unethical completely as long as you're learning and you understand. See, the problem is you don't know if the answer is good or not if you don't understand the quality and the content. So some students just put stuff in here, they just get it and it comes out bad and they don't know and they can fail. So don't trust any technology too much, yeah? But for references, this was quite good, Mariam. What do you think? It was very good, yeah, today?
Yeah,
I
mashallah.
like it. I like it. It was really nice. You can go and get them from Scholar as well, but this is the lazy way, and it doesn't matter. When they send your assignments to the UK, nobody cares how you did it, as long as you did it as long as it's correct. So look, very simple, you know. This thing, methodologies and approaches that contribute to a marketing plan. Methodologies and approaches. You see, it's crazy. 350 words. Marketing methodologies. What time is it? 8:03. Aren't we supposed to take them? Let's do this one, then we'll take our coffee. What do you think, Mariam? You're supposed to remind me. Come on. You're not doing
Doctor,
your
I
job, huh?
was just about to remind.
Let me show you.
You read
I'm
my
going to show you
mind.
this in 5 minutes. I read your coffee, your tea leaves. Hold on. This one is 5 minutes. Come on. I'm actually going too slow today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Because we did all this before. You have all the samples, you have the cookbook, but maybe it's kind of interesting stuff. Hold on. Where's our Zeit board? Here we go. Marketing methodologies and approaches that can support a marketing plan. Mariam, do you like this this whiteboard?
Yes,
What do you think?
it's good.
If you have kids, or if you
They are
have
big
kids,
enough.
or you,
They are. My daughter is 17, so خلاص.
but she's at school? Yeah,
Yeah, of
somewhere.
course.
Being serious, right? This is actually very good for school. For example, I have some private students, and I use this all the time because you can make things so clear. And kids love this stuff, you know, really do. I'll show you later where you can get this stuff, not expensive. Okay, you're talking too much. Task number 1, second thing, marketing methodologies, methodologis, and approaches. Look, you've only got a couple of hundred words. So what can you do? You could only say 2 methodologies and 2 approaches at maximum. Methodologies just means different ways of marketing, different philosophies, I'm going to skip all the old ones because the old ones don't really work. Some of the newest philosophies would be relationship marketing. That's one. Do you think that's important, Marianne, to keep relationships with customers?
Yes,
Of course you do.
doctor. Yes.
Which is more expensive, to get new customers or keep old customers?
Retain the customers, doctor.
Absolutely, absolutely. And another advantage is that they refer their friends and they buy more frequently from you and they'll pay more from you and they'll try new products from you. So relationship marketing is something, it's a methodology that companies can use for effective marketing. What can I call this one? It's not exactly the right word, but I'm using simple English. Social marketing. Have you heard of CSR? Corporate?
Yes, doctor. Social responsibilities.
What? Do you think it's important today that companies
Of
should
course,
give
doctor.
back to the...
Doctor, you know, we have it as main objective in our organization.
Really?
Yes, doctor, and we have lots of initiatives serving this objective.
And you know something, when you get your MBA and DBA, you know, CEO, what is CEO? Chief?
Executive officer.
Chief? What's CFO? Chief?
Officer.
Chief Falus Officer. What is it? Chief Falus Officer. Financial. What is this one, the new one? Chief
Responsibility officer. This is a new, doctor.
Yeah, it's new. It's the CSR guy. It's when you graduate and you do something in CSR. I did it for my doctorate. That's what I focused on. Something in CSR. Why? Because it's today. That's what's very important today in all business, in everything in business. So if we have social marketing, giving back to communities, recycling, reusing, being more environmentally friendly, it could help us. And I kind of like this one. What about this one? 360-degree marketing. That means we do internal marketing and external marketing. External marketing is everything. It's the relationship marketing, it's social marketing, it's the 4Ps, and internal is motivation of the workforce. Wouldn't you agree? The first people we should market to maybe is our own employees to get them motivated. Marketing. So look, these are all, I don't know, these are all methodologies, approaches. I don't know what this thing is. Approaches. I'll give you ones that I kind of like. I like this. Agile marketing. What's that?
To adapt for any new
Agile.
changes.
Exactly. Look, the stuff you're learning is the old method. It's funny. The marketing plan is like this. It's called waterfall. It's called the waterfall
This in
method.
project
You see,
management, doctor.
mission. Oh, how did you know?
I'm studying PM.
Wow. You
PMC.
you have the advantage. You're right. It is project management and software. It's an old method of step by step by step by step. But you know, the world doesn't work this way, does it?
This only
There's
for
people called
the
Donald Trump.
doctor. The waterfall is
Have
mainly
you heard of
Yes, doctor.
Yeah? Have you heard of Donald Trump?
I think so. I don't know, doctor. Don't talk
Yeah,
politics.
he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He keeps changing his mind. Today he puts 25% tariff on Europe, then he removes it. India, he had something like a 30% tariff. Now it's gone down to something like 15%. So how can you plan with such powerful people in the world who can change the game, you know? Agile, you're correct. It means quick decisions, being able to change decisions. How about this one? I'm only going to give you two because we gotta have coffee, yeah? How about this one? Inbound marketing. I really like this as well. Why? It's practical. Inbound, outbound. Inbound? What? How did you know about that waterfall? I'm shocked. You're studying it, are you?
Doctor, in the project management and the new version, it's having and the exam is based on the waterfall where you will use it in يعني building civil works while the other is for the agile يعني you have big portion on the agile. And now the new update on the PMP will include the OKR.
Is this something you're doing at work?
Yes, doctor.
The Project Management Institute. Oh,
yes,
very
doctor.
good. Wow. That keeps you busy, I'll tell you.
Doctor, I'm working in DIWA يعني ما شاء الله, it's a flag ما شاء الله تبارك الرحمن.
Absolutely. Look, the old outbound marketing is what we're talking about. Things like the 4Ps, you know, like advertising. Advertising. The 4Ps. Just think of advertising. It's coming out of the company towards the customer. This is the customer, yeah? From the company to the customer. Communication, the products, messaging, outbound, out of the company. The latest thinking is we should try to get the customer to come to us, inbound. Get him to come into us rather than we're always going after him. Give him a reason to come to us. Now you might say, what do you mean the company? Does it have to be a shop? It could be. It could be a shop. But I like websites. I like It could be a website. Mariam, do you follow any cooking website? Cooking, you know? Are you
No,
interested in
doctor.
cooking?
No,
No!
no, doctor.
Wow. What about microwave cooking?
No, also, doctor.
That's my favorite. So here's the website, and it's called cooking.com. What is it? Cooking.com. How are we going to get people to come into the website? We need inbound marketing, means give them a reason, attract them to our website, and get them to stay at our website, you know? Mariam, you're creative. Faisal, anyone, Juma, I've all sorts of names here. Let's be creative. You go to a cooking website, you look at how to make a smoothie, and then you leave. Give me some reason to come back and hang around.
Doctor, I mean, depends on the marketing you will
Look,
advertise. I mean,
look,
the
look,
post you will post.
look, podcast. If we have a famous cook or somebody interesting, Jamie Oliver, I might come and listen to the podcast, yeah? Watch this one. How about a competition? We'll have a quiz. We'll have a competition. We'll have some
Doc-
prizes to give out at the end of our something. Next thing, we'll have some educational content, educational videos. Next thing, we could have videos about nutrition. What is it? ITION. Mariam, I'm going to show you this one, then we're having coffee, okay? Have you
Doctor,
seen this
can
in
I
Dubai?
ask one question, bus? Only one.
Yeah.
Doctor,
Yup.
you meant by the inbound and the outbound, it's like pull and push system. يعني the
Yes,
inbound,
absolutely.
I'm pulling the customers so
Yeah.
that the هيدا, and the one I will just push them so that they can access. It's meant by that.
Yeah. You're taking all your knowledge from project, yeah, push and pull. Yeah. It's the same idea. Absolutely correct. Look, V8, Mariam, V8, come on, look at this V8 juice. Have you seen it? Faisal, V8, come on. 8 fruit and vegetable. Look, tomatoes, 100% 100% vegetable juice. It is not 100%. V8 is not that successful. Why? What's wrong with this V8? 7 vegetables, but this is from the website. I can even ask my friend what's wrong with it. V8 juice has many health issues. For example, salt, SA, and sugar. Am I correct? Let's see if it knows what the juice is. This is interesting. Let's see, look how smart it is. Yes. V8 juice raises concerns. High amount of salt, not so good for people who have, this means blood pressure, some kidney issues. It has a lot of these things. Look, high sodium. Sugar is less of an issue. Yeah, but look, it has many. There's a lot of things in there that are not natural. Largely incorrect. Does not contain many preservatives. No chemical pasteurized. Okay. The salt. Okay. But you would think that it's a, look, potassium chloride, citric acid, vitamin C, beta carotene. Also, it's pretty high in calories. So why am I talking about? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes. You could have, look, some very nice little educational videos so that someone says, hey, someone told me that juice is good and someone else told me juice is not good. What juice should I get? Is it bad? What about salt? Is it so bad for us? You know what I mean? How to learn about all these things. I'm going to go to the website, and they might only be 10-minute little quick videos, interactive videos, community things, reaching. There's so many ways you can get people to come to you rather than you pushing your product on the people. People should come to you and want to come to you and find it fun through the website, through the blog. Maybe it's a blog. Oh, yeah. Maybe you have some very interesting blog where people discuss all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know. So what do you think, Mariam? That's
I think
number
it's
2.
the break time, doctor.
Coffee
Yes.
or tea or juice? Juice, no?
Either, doctor. خلاص, it's night.
Tea. Is it tea or coffee? Let's get our nice little sign. Let's put it up, and we have plenty of time because we are 8:19 is 20. So what are we? 8, 9, 20, 10, 15, 30, 8:35. How about that? 8:35. 6, 8:35 p.m. Have some tea. Yeah, we'll be okay. I'll switch off my camera and we'll be back 8:35. See you.
إن شاء الله.
So, back again. Mariam, are you still alive?
Yes.
Are you with us? So, let's get this thing done. 1.3, address risk. Risk with the marketing. Address means explain. Explain risk with the marketing plan. Hey, every plan has risk. This is just some risk. I mean, you know, if you really wanted to, there's, sources of risk with the marketing plan, with business in general. There are so many sources of risk. I mean, for your assignment, it's pretty easy, but if you want to think about risk, where does risk come from in business? It comes from internal and external risk.
External. The risk is when it will stop you
Yeah,
to achieve your objective.
yeah, anything that can prevent you from, yeah. So risk could be internal, couldn't it? Inside the business, internal. Maybe the risk is the CEO, lack of experience, lack of support for the marketing plan. Maybe. Maybe it's production. Maybe you have a marketing plan and it's mass marketing, and your production is not capable of mass marketing. That means large scale, reliable production. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you have niche marketing, but your production is finding problems to keep up the quality. Personnel. Maybe you don't have enough people, the right people. Maybe the people are demotivated. Production personnel, finance. Maybe you don't have enough finance, capital. Maybe you have problems with cash flow, liquidity. Marketing. Maybe your marketing itself is a risk. Maybe you have the wrong strategy. Maybe you have the wrong tactics. Maybe you have the wrong branding. Maybe you have the wrong after-sales service. Maybe your product is wrong. Product and finance. Maybe, well, we employees, I suppose that's personnel. That's kind of the same. So these are risks that can come inside. External risk, political risk. It's called Donald Trump and his tariffs.
The pestle.
Economic risk. The pest, what is it? Pestle. plus competition. So it could be economic risk. There could be a recession tomorrow. Social risk, what's that? That people's preferences change and they no longer want to buy meat, they want to buy vegetarian. Technological risk. Maybe you're operating in some part of the world where technology is not that reliable, like even electricity. And the risk could be that new technology could come out and make your product old-fashioned. Some new technology. For example, with these electric cars, there's new batteries coming. Solid-state batteries can do up to 1,000 kilometers and they can charge up in 10 minutes. Watch out for those. A whole new world of electric cars. So I wouldn't buy an electric car right now. I would wait. But then again, you might say, well, depends. They'll be very expensive when they come out. That's true. That's true. Environmental factors. Maybe it's the climate, the weather. There could be all kinds of problems with geography. Legal factors. The government makes new rules to make your life difficult. And competition. Risk is all around us. Risk is all around business. Tactical risk, the wrong 4 Ps, the wrong marketing strategy. Maybe day-to-day operations, your logistics, your warehousing, your storage, your transport, your reputation, all of these are risk. That's task 1. What about this number 2? Navigation strategies for market management. Okay, see, number 2 is even easier. And it's kind of not so many words even. Critically analyze the components of a marketing plan. Critically analyze. Again, what is this critically analyze? Advantage, disadvantage, positive or?
Negative.
Yeah, something good, not so good. So what does he want here? It's kind of the same as the previous question. I didn't make this assignment. I have no idea who did, but it's very simple. Critically analyze the components of a marketing plan. Okay, and the levels of importance of each component achieving strategic objectives. So, strategic objectives, what are they? Strategic, long-term, greater than 1 year, objectives. And again, those can be ANSOF. A strategic objective could be, for example, to enter 2 new markets in the next 2 years. That's a strategic objective. It could be to develop 2 new products in 2 years. Could be, I don't know. These are long-term objectives. They're to do with products and markets. They are ANSOF type things again. He's saying the components. Well, what are the components? The components means the different elements. The components are, what is it? Analysis. The next component?
Planning.
The next component?
Evaluation.
And the last component?
Evaluation. Plan, do, check, act, doctor.
So, plan, do, check, act. That's another thing from project management, isn't it? It's a model from project management. It's an old model. So how can analysis, such as the SWOT analysis, is the same old thing we've done again, that if your company wants to enter, it doesn't have to be 2, 1 new market in the next 2 years, okay? For example, there's a nice hotel group, a nice UK hotel group called PPHE Hotels. They're in the UK, and I don't know why they're not here. Oh, they have some partnership. You know what? Hold on. Dubai. I think they have a partnership with somebody here. PP Hotels. Radisson Blu. PP Hotels. Luxury independent hotels. I'll have to. We have to go back to my friend, Mr. GPT, yeah? Does PPHE Hotel Group have a presence or a partnership in the UAE? It has a master franchise from the Radisson Group to develop and operate Park Plaza hotels in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Park Plaza hotels. PPH is direct partnership with coverage advantages for Park Plaza and other Radisson brands. I see. So it has entered the UAE through some kind of a partnership. There's no specific hotel operating in the UAE. Well, maybe they want to. Maybe they would like to. So PPHE Hotel entering the UAE. That's the strategic objective of PPHE Hotel Group enters the UAE with its own hotels. All right, in the next 2 years. That's the strategic objective. So how can the SWOT analysis help? Mariam, you've done this 1,000 times. Come on. You said it helps to find the
opportunities and the threats. Then the threats, I will take it to the risk.
That to the risk. And so this will identify whether the market is favorable or not. Maybe it's too risky. Planning. This is the segmentation, targeting, and positioning. And this helps us to to develop the brand image, to develop the branding, to develop the branding for the new market. Implementation is the 4 Ps, and this helps us to deliver the best value. What do they call it? Value added, the best value for the customers. And evaluation helps us to, what's the word? Evaluate, to measure success. How many of these do you have to do? Look, with 250 words, you can't do them all. You'd be lucky to talk about 3 of them maybe. And again, the critically analyze. Yeah, you might even be able to only do 2 components, analysis and plan. I don't know. I'll have to look at the sample answer. And for each of these, 1 advantage, 1 disadvantage. SWOT analysis, the advantage is it's relatively simple to perform and understand. However, it's a static model. By the time it's complete, it may be out of date. It has to be updated. The difficulty with the planning is it does require expertise and research. It can take time and it can be expensive to research the market. The advantage is that with the right branding, it can help achieve quicker success. So that's 2.1. 2.1, 2.2. What's 2.2? What are we going to do for this? Risk. What should we do for risk?
Doctor, how to deal with the risk, either to transfer or to accept or to avoid or to يعني neglect, خلاص, ignore.
So these are kind of like risk
strategies.
Which one is Skoda? Which one is Skoda America? It's Avoid. They have not gone to America. Apple did not produce an electric car. What about Tesla? Have you heard of Tesla, Mariam? Never heard of Tesla?
Yes, I heard.
You sure? Mr. Elon Musk, yeah? Mr.? richest guy in the world. And whatever happened to Tesla smartphone? Tesla smartphone. You think he will bring a smartphone, Tesla? Look at all these images. They're all, look, the Tesla smartphone, Tesla phone, Tech Advisor. The Tesla phone story. Is it real? Look at the logo, Tesla. And he could use his satellites, you know, for the internet connection. Persistent rumors. Clickbait. Maybe it's a load of nonsense. What about this one that has still not come? Tesla. This one. The new one. Still not available. They're talking about it for the last 5 years. The Tesla Roadster. Still not available. What do you think, Miriam? Good?
Yes.
You know, one guy in America, he got so tired. Tesla Roadster made by a private person. Wait till you see what this guy did. Let me find, yeah, this guy. This guy, Mr. Faisal, are you with us? This was made by a private guy. He made this himself.
Yes.
Everybody loves it, you see? And he used some of the Cybertruck, and he used some of Tesla. Isn't it? What's it called? Automotive. I forgot his name. Exit, no. I don't know his name, but what a wonderful, that's done by one person, privately. Ah, there he is, that's his name. No, yeah, he used an old Model 3, and he used some other parts, and he made the first. It took him 2 years. Hold on, let's have a quick look. Come on.
It looks from the back like the Lamborghini.
Yeah. This is him at the beginning, right? Wow. So he took this thing and look what he made. I think this would look good in this country. What do you think? Unique, huh? Fantastic.
Yes. And the rims are similar to Lamborghini as well.
Okay. I like the front section. Lamborghini rims. He's done a great job, huh? I guarantee you people have offered him a lot of money for this, huh?
Lovely job.
I think he did a great job. He got tired of waiting for Elon Musk. Wow. But there was an old Roadster, the original. I saw one, Faisal, in Dubai, okay? I saw the original Tesla Roadster. It looks like a Lotus. It was based on Lotus, this little one. This is in Dubai. It's in Sharjah. You can see the old ones. And it was quite nice. The original Roadster may be old, but it is not cheap. You know, they found 4 of them in China that were never used. They brought them back to California. That's an old Lotus, but it's electric, 288 horsepower, but they cost a lot of money now. You want to buy one? They're collectors. They're collectors' cars, you know. They're not for normal people. They're going up in value. See, Tesla. There's a limited number of them. Let's have a look at the inside. It's not bad, is it? A little bit small. Anyway, we're getting carried away with cars. Okay, right. Where are we? We're almost done. What about this strategy? Avoid. Don't enter the market. Don't take the risk. Avoid the risk. Transfer the risk. How could we do that? Insurance, partnerships, outsource. Accept risk. Calculated risk. What's that
But
called?
it doesn't have
Feasibility
high
study?
risk. Yes, feasibility study, and it will not have high impact even if it happened.
Ah, so you can take the risk, and if it fails, you can afford the failure. Reduce the risk. Do what you can to reduce the risk. Some kind of acceptance and avoidance. Reduce the risk. Maybe just launch one product. Don't launch two products. Maybe slowly into the market. Don't enter so quickly. That's question number 2 point. So that brings you to, look, develop a marketing plan. I don't know how you guys will do this in 200 or 300 words. A very small little plan like this, only an outline plan. Look, you take some product, put very, very small, set your objectives. What's your strategy? Mass marketing, niche marketing, something about the 4 Ps. How will you measure success? Quantitative means numbers, sales, profit, market share, the brand image, the brand perception, attitudes. All right. Explain how the plan supports strategic objectives. Again, it's a repeat question. The plan supports the strategic objectives of that company, whatever it was, through analysis, through planning, through implementation, through evaluation, through the strategy, through the tactics. Gain agreement. Now that's a new question. And the last one. How can you get agreement? Why do we need agreement for a marketing plan? Who's going to disagree? Who might disagree?
The units.
Everybody except marketing.
Yes, the units.
Ah, yeah. So how do we get agreement for a marketing plan? Well, this is the company, CEO, production, personnel, finance, marketing, and employees. So we want the marketing plan, strategic plan. See, that plan is going to take time, people, and loose. Time, people, and money. So it needs support. So you might have a very risky marketing plan. You might have a new branding, repositioning, something exciting, I don't know. You might need support from the top. If the CEO doesn't believe in it, he might not support it and release the resources. You might have a marketing plan for some super niche product, like the Tesla Roadster. There are production issues. They're not capable of making it yet for some reason. You come up with some new product, you have to be able to produce it, make it reliable. What if it's a mass marketing product? Can you make thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of units reliably, consistently, affordably? I don't know. You need production. You need logistics. You need suppliers. You need an ecosystem with the suppliers. You need reliability. Have you the right people? Have we the right workforce? Do we have enough people? Do we have the right mixture of people? Young people? Do we have older people? Do we have enough people to support? So you set up an online MBA program. Do you have enough lecturers? Do you have management? Do you have the finance for the website, for the learning management system, for the resources, for developing the system? Marketing. Maybe the marketing plan itself might be risky. Will the employees, will everybody be motivated? So we need support internally and externally. I don't even bother with the external, but you could. You could if you just. Marketing plans also depend on our suppliers, don't they? There's no use having some massive plan if you can't get the supply. This is a problem with companies like Airbus. Mariam, have you heard of Airbus and Boeing? Boeing,
Yes,
the big
doctor.
companies. Have you noticed that sometimes they can't produce enough of the airplanes? They just can't. They have orders for like hundreds of airplanes. It's not their problem. They have 10,000 suppliers. Airbus, 15,000 suppliers. How many? 15,000 suppliers for Airbus. And you come up with the big massive marketing plan that's going to increase demand for the aircraft by say 15%. How can you do it if you have problems with the suppliers? You need to get their support. And not just the suppliers, it could be the distributors. You come up with this amazing product, but you need the right distributors and you need their support. And finance is not just internal, it could be external finance. Can you issue enough shares? Will people buy the shares to support you? I don't know. You come up with this amazing marketing plan, but will you get the support of the community? These are all the stakeholders, you know what I mean? Will the community really support you? I don't know. But it's not even in your thing. It's if you just do the internal. Because look, I'll tell you what they want. They want a model. They just want you to take a model. And the model here, look at these models. This Actar is a good model. It's probably the easiest. Don't take a model that's too long. AKDAR, Actar model. What is it? We're gaining support. The ADCAR, what am I saying? The ADCAR model. Look, it's a very simple little, the change. How do you bring about change? Change means to change the minds of the people who might not support you. It's very simple, isn't it? You have to make people aware of what you're trying to achieve. What is it you're trying to achieve? To reposition the brand, to enter new markets, to gain new customers, to change the way perceptions of the brand. Like Skoda, people need desire. How do you motivate people to support the change? In other words, you explain to them that if this plan succeeds, what are the benefits for the employees? What are the benefits? Maybe they'll get a bonus. Maybe they'll be rewarded. Maybe they'll be part of a success culture. Knowledge means to explain in more detail. This means that we make sure that we have the right abilities to support the plan, and we reinforce the reasons why. We continuously try to motivate them. This is motivation. Look, there are lots of these models. It doesn't matter. Take any model and look how it's explained. Gaining support for the marketing plan for this thing, ADCAR model. And you take each little step and you explain the step. Very simple. And look, lots of references. And the last thing here is, how do you measure the success of the plan? And we said you can use this model from Kotler. It's called Annual Control, Profit Control, Efficiency, Strategic Control. 4 aspects. Or you can do it the old-fashioned method and say, we can measure the plan quantitatively and
Qualitatively.
and you can do it as simple. You can use the Kotler model if you like. If you want to use your own one, quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative, we look at the level of sales, the sales per region, the sales per product, the sales per consumer group, the sales per quarter. We look at the profit for the same things. We look at the market share. What's our market share? Qualitative, we look at the, what's going on here? The image of our, look at the image. Look at the perception. It's kind of the same. Perception. what people think of our product. We look at loyalty, etc., etc., etc. There's no limit to these things. And today we can use digital marketing, digital dashboards that will show us lots of these things in real time, plus all the new marketing things. The number of people who visit the site, how long they stay on the site, their action on the site, any referrals to the site, how much they spend on the site. There's literally hundreds of these metrics. It's called marketing metrics. It's actually a full subject, and so is digital marketing. For you, you only need about 200 words to explain how we measure. And that is the end. There's no, look, I put this in yellow, Mariam. I have no idea who wrote this stuff. It wasn't me. There's no conclusion, in my opinion. I don't understand this stuff. I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but maybe I'm not that, I don't know. If you answer if you answer these things, you pass. You get a good grade. Why? Because I'll show you. I don't know who wrote all this stuff, conclusions and introductions. In my opinion, it's a waste of words. Why? Because I'm telling you, this is how they make your assignments. This is how somebody made your assignment. I don't know who, and I don't care. They did a good job in a simple way. They took this is the old syllabus, yeah? They call it specifications. And look what they did. You see, Mariam, where they got the questions from? They're from the assessment criteria. They copied and pasted them. You see? That's how they made your questions. When
Doctor, you
somebody
will correct our exams?
No, thank God.
Assignment. Oh my God, Doctor, why?
No, I'm joking because I have no idea who corrects them, but it must be somebody nice because everybody seems to do well, yeah? Honestly, I'm serious. There's no complaints, right? Talk to Mr. Sobi. I asked him once, actually, I didn't ask him. He told me, he said, you don't even need to explain it so much detail because people do well. I said, wow. But I'll just tell you, Mariam, look, no, I'm going to show you. Hold on. I did this tonight, just before you. I did it for a different, I'll take it from my email, okay? I did it for a different syllabus, but the same thing, level 7. I'm going to show you how they actually do this, yeah? You want to see? You're probably curious. How do they? I'm going to show you. It's got to be in my email. I just did it for some student, different program, and I passed her on everything. This is called OTHM. Yours is called Qualify. It's basically the same system. I'll try to block her name so you won't know her anyway. But look, Mariam, this is how they do it, right? They give us a sheet of paper like this, and look what they put, assessment criteria. And over here, we have to write our comments, you see? This is also strategic marketing, look, strategic marketing, but it's a different syllabus, OTHM. So I have to write down my justification for the pass. Look at the same models, PEST and SWOT and all this stuff. So it's the assessment criteria. There's nothing here about introduction and conclusion, Mariam. Can you see? That's why I think it's a waste of words, in my opinion. But you can talk to admin about that. It's not really my business. I'm just telling you, somebody whoever checks your assignment, they have this document. Your name is here, you pass. Refer means you have to do something again. Look, pass, pass, pass. I put my things, and down at the bottom, I put my overall comments. They have achieved all the learning outcomes, but it's a minimum. I'm trying to say nicely. It wasn't very good, but was good enough, yeah? And look, Mariam, what's the date? The 10th of?
Today.
February, today. Today, I passed this lady, God bless her, and good luck to her. It was good enough, but my God, it wasn't that good, okay? But because we're nice people, I passed her. And look, there's room for improvement going forward. She will improve, and good luck to her. So, Mariam, this is how they correct your work in every subject. It comes from the specifications. They have the specification, the assessment criteria on the left. Somebody will read your assignment, but then they put the assignment down and they have to make a judgment. Did you evaluate this? Did you? You got it? That's how they do it. And that's why some guy or woman, they created your assignment by copying and pasting the assessment criteria. Look, address risk with the marketing. They didn't even change one word. So when you're doing your work, stay to my guide. Everything I wrote is in the middle. I didn't write this thing about, because I don't know what's the point. And I don't get involved. This is not me. All this stuff is not me. I didn't write this because I think it's a waste of word count. This is not in the assessment criteria. Scope, it's just wasting words. You haven't got the words. This is me. Everything that starts with the nice green color. Marion, it's green. Green means natural, good. Follow it, yeah? Follow the yellow brick road, Marion. Follow, and when you put in diagrams, put in the title, put in the source. All this stuff is me up as far as the yellow. I put it in yellow because I don't know there's no conclusion. There's no such thing, Marion, as a conclusion, really. There is no conclusion. I don't know what all this stuff is. I don't get it. If you write all this in the introduction, you could have wasted about 500 or 600 words. You haven't got it. You haven't got the words. And all this stuff, I have no idea about this stuff. The rubric doesn't work like this. It works, see, somebody made this. Someone had good intentions. This is not in the mark scheme, the grading scheme. There's nothing for background, okay? So focus on the focus and you'll be focused. So Mariam, what do you think? You think you'll pass?
Inshallah, of course.
Inshallah, of course. I like that because inshallah means kind of maybe, and of course means for sure. But you have your own strategy, yeah? So I don't know. We can finish up by, if you want, I'll talk a bit about the technology. Mariam, you want to know about all this tech stuff, yeah? You like it or you don't like it? Or you kind of like it or you're not sure? What do you think? GPT and all this stuff?
Yeah,
Yes,
doctor.
marketing. Let me see. Keting. You know what's hard is you have a full-time job, yeah? It's hard for you guys to know what is useful, what's not useful, because there's new stuff every week, you know what I mean? And they're trying to sell you things all the time, you know? They're trying to get you to buy things, and you don't have to. So let me see if I can find maybe. Oh, it was here. Why did I do that? No, not management. I have to do this again then. Marketing. Is this you guys? No, 2025. Yeah, this one. Did I put a link?
Doctor, I sent you her.
No. Yeah. Okay, I have to search here for, I'll find it here. I will find it here. Where's the search? Control F. Good. Is it good? Good video, good GPTs, maybe. Yep, I got lucky. Whoa. I'll put this one in. The best GPTs. This will help you for strategic marketing. Not even in this course, but for anything going forward. Okay, Fadi, good. Hello, we got you. So Fadi, look, this will help you. Click on this Google Doc. I made this, Mariam. You see, I have no life, yeah? You know how long it takes to do this? I went through the different GPTs to find good ones. So if you want to do pest, not so much for your assignment, but if you are doing some other research and you're looking for market data, these ones are quite good. Now, keep this one as well, because one day you'll do your dissertation, yeah? And in here, see, these are good for references. I put them in yellow because I trust these for references. See, Scholar, linked to Google Scholar, and Scopus. Scopus journals are the best in the world. Scopus means the best. It's an index. It means these are good. Scholar reference link. This one's good. Another Scopus, and this guy. And this guy, Google Scholar references. Let's look at this guy. So when you're looking for references, you know what? Okay, I'll finish on this. Hold on. You can go to question 1. Where is it? Guide. Here. I shouldn't give you bad habits, yeah? But maybe this is the way forward. Maybe this is the new education. This is what students are doing anyway. They look at my sample answer here and they see the question. They make it smaller and smaller like this. Okay. We can take a snapshot like this. New. You can, as long as you know what you're doing, I don't see any problem with this. But if you don't learn anything, then you're only fooling yourself. Okay, I put it in here. And then let me use my, okay. Good evening. I want you to analyze the question and I want you to look at the sample answer. I want you to change the answer. You can use the same models, but I need you to update the references, different references, Harvard style. Don't copy everything. Be creative. Be slightly different, but I need the same quality and the same word count. It will create a new model answer for you. Watch this. But you have to judge the quality. Sometimes it's terrible, sometimes it's okay. And then you have to be careful of the, look. See, it couldn't do the diagram, so it did it this way, which is okay. You could make a table. Okay, fine. Mariam, it's a good answer, okay? But is it missing one thing? 1 second. Did you include the critical evaluation of the models? I cannot see the critical evaluation, meaning giving some positives and negatives about the models. You didn't follow the sample, did you? Do it again. Let's see what it can do for you. I apologize. Woo. Okay. Here he's doing it model by model. He's saying one advantage and a however. In the targeting, however. He's done it. Okay. Now, Mariam, you've got your answer, but what's the problem? What's the problem? The problem is?
Action.
Yeah. And I don't know what they use for you guys. I don't know. There are many, many of these detectors. Turnitin is the big one, but you can just throw it in here and it'll come up 100%. Throw it in. Because 95%. You have 2 choices. Well, actually, you have 3 choices. 1, you don't even need to use any of this stuff. Just write your own answer. Number 2, Here's what some people do. They go like this. Some students, I've seen them do this. They take this answer here and they will change this sentence using, for example, their own words. They'll take this sentence and put it in their own words. They'll take this and put it in their own words. Not everything, okay? Not everything. What happens is you take this, put your own words here and there. You might even put this in your own words, and you break the algorithm. Turnitin doesn't check every single word. It checks in big blocks. So a lot of the time, it actually thinks that it's human. So you can get the score down. Some people have a lot of fun with the technology. They go back again here and they give this command. There is no one command. Watch this. I want you to rewrite from the beginning. I want you to answer again. This time I want you to answer in simple English, shorter sentences, different grammar, nothing perfect. You can make the odd little mistake here and there. I want this to sound like a college student who is good but not perfect. So it's got to be human typewriting. Do it again. Sometimes this will help you. Let's see the difference in the English. You'll see it'll be more simple. It'll still be academic enough, I hope. Yeah, it's okay. It's better. You don't need big English for your masters. I'm telling you, don't think you do. Clear, simple English is better. Now you test it again. It still might come 100%. I don't know, because this is one problem with GPT. It just doesn't know how to write like a human, no matter what you do. This will be better, but it won't be perfect. It went down a little bit, not much, look, a little bit. It still knows that it's AI. Then what other students do is be careful. Don't waste your money on these. This one is not bad. It's the only one that I see students using quite a lot because it's better than most. So you take, this is what, I'm not telling you to do this, Mariam, am I? Unethical? Am I saying just be careful, yeah? If you're going to use these things, be careful. Work with them, you know? You have to be in control. Don't trust them. I'm trying to protect you from wasting your time and money with a lot of them. Now, see what happens with this guy. And this one will do much better. It will do much better. Where's our detector? Detector. Put it in here. Check it out. See what happens. Mariam, what do you think?
MashaAllah.
Amazing, yeah? Now, you need to check with admin. They'll tell you the answer to this. But I'll tell you, in the universities and the colleges, now you're not in this is not university. You're doing quality level 7. When you do, see, you're doing level 7. Mariam, you know what it means. It's a postgraduate diploma, yeah? It's a postgrad diploma. That's what you're doing with me. I think it's 120 credits. Then you do your dissertation. I think it's 180 credits. When you do the dissertation, now you're in university. I'm not sure which university it is. I think you have choices, yeah? I don't know. But right now, you're not in university. And I don't know what kind of AI and plagiarism checkers are being used. I don't know. But I know when you get to university, they use this one called Turnitin.
Doctor,
I
they
guarantee
are
you,
using
that's
the
the one.
Turnitin, but I don't know about these tasks. But for the university, yeah, you are right. They are using the Turnitin.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing
And
my
let me give you
dissertation.
some good. Okay, well, I'll give you some good news about Turnitin. You can get 19% AI I'm doing it the wrong way. As long as your score is less than 20%, what is it? If your score for AI is less than 20%, look what they put, 0% star. They put a star, but you get 0. So you can have 19% AI, not 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. And this is your score. Do you know why, Mariam? Do you know why? They're giving you 0. You think they're just trying to help you? No, they're
Doctor,
being
because
careful. There's
yeah,
a thing
for the algorithm, doctor, sometimes they know that if perfect
false.
English, they cannot.
See, false positives. The mathematical, the algorithm, sometimes it's wrong. You know, I put some of my work from 15 years ago. Actually, never mind that. Some guy in America, he put some of the American Constitution, that's 200 years old. He put some of the American Constitution into Turnitin and it said it was AI. 200 years old. It makes mistakes. And you know that some students brought them to court and they won money and all this stuff. So it's to protect the company from being sued as well. They're allowing. And you know what? The university, this is the Turnitin policy. Your university might have a policy of 25% allowed. It might. It might have 20%. Surely it's going to take the same as Turnitin. So that's about the average. So it's not 0%. It's not even possible, I think, really, realistically. So that's what they're checking for. So look, this thing can get you down to 0. I want to show you something before I go. You got to be careful. My message is be careful. Be careful. If you're going to fool around with the technology, don't trust it. Double check everything and then do it. It's a T-A-H. I can hardly spell his name, and he's an Irish guy. He's Irish English. This is a colleague of mine, and he works in the UK. This is him. And he works in the UK, and he has his own YouTube channel. He's a great guy because, like me, he's why I encourage my students to use AI. You see? He's saying that cheating on an assessment, like I'm showing you, using AI is much harder than you think. Don't think you can just get GPT to do it. It's not that simple. It does a bad job usually, and you get caught. So what does he do? He is going through different software, and he's telling you what to be careful of and what to use or not use and how to use and all these things.
Tag here again
So
in this video. No.
I don't know what he's doing here. I spoke to him recently and it was very interesting because, yeah, look at this thing, Humanizer. You have to pay for this stuff. And so many, especially school students now, they have to do projects as well. And they're spending their money on this stuff. And a lot of it is just junk. It doesn't work at all.
Stop mimicking settings. These are fairly close to the default settings. We then hit Humanize, and it takes about 15 seconds for the Humanizer to transform the original ChatGPT essay. We'll paste the Humanize essay into this document here. It's 1,642 words in total. Next, we're going to humanize the ChatGPT essay again using the hypermode feature this time. This costs 18 cents per use and supposedly bypasses even the most sensitive AI detectors. We'll see about that. We accept the terms and conditions, and hypermode takes about 10 seconds to run. We'll paste the output into this document here. This version is 1,678 words in length. We've got 3 documents, the ChatGPT essay, the Rhine humanized essay, and the Hypermode humanized essay. We're going to use Rhine's AI report feature to see if we can learn what our Turnitin AI score is likely to be. The AI report feature claims to give us our AI score for Turnitin, GPT-0, Originality, and Rila. Rila is a free tool created by Ryan, so that's not far-fetched. Ryan must have API access for Originality and GPT-0. However, the Turnitin AI detector can't be accessed in this way. So Ryan's predictive model guesses what the score is likely to be. For the ChatGPT essay, Ryan predicts the Turnitin AI score is likely to be 22%. For the Ryan humanized essay, Ryan predicts the Turnitin AI score is likely to be 0%. That might have been true up until the 27th of August, 2025, but is it true now? Could Ryan have introduced updates to make sure that their AI report feature can guess AI scores for Turnitin's updated AI detector model? Or were any updates even necessary? No updates are reported on the Ryan changelog. We'll find out if Ryan can still predict Turnitin AI scores soon. The Hypermode humanized essays predicted Turnitin AI score is also 0%. Likely AI. Well, we'll see about that as we run each of these documents through the real deal Turnitin AI detector. For the original ChatGPT essay, we get a 5% similarity score. This part of Turnitin shows which parts of a submission students may have plagiarized. For this document, the score is 5% of the text, and the parts that are flagged are either in the reference list or are this direct quotation. Not a problem. AI writing tends to achieve low plagiarism scores as it's not copying others' work. It's generating words in a statistically probable pattern based on training data. Connecting this remix of words with the original sources is almost impossible. The AI score is 22%. Hey, that's the same as what Ryan's AI report feature predicted it would be. It's interesting that part of the work that is flagged is this numbered list. Usually the Turnitin AI detector isn't so good with numbered lists. With the Ryan humanized text, we get a 0% similarity score. Nothing is flagged as plagiarized in this document. The AI score is also 0%, likely AI. Wow, I'm very impressed. Ryan seems to be robust to the updates with. Are you surprised? Whether you are or whether you aren't, tell me what you think in the comments. And give me a like and subscribe while you're down there, please. With the Hypermode essay, we get a 0% similarity score, of course, and a 0% likely AI score too. Incredible. Before I say that Ryan is the king of the humanizers, we need to evaluate the quality of the writing. You can check out all the documents that I generated and tested in this video by following the link in the description, if that kind of thing interests you. So we can only really evaluate the ChatGPT essay for its quality. We'll give it a rating. The humanized and hypermode essays will also get a rating, though this will be based on the extent to which they preserve the meaning of the original ChatGPT essay and the language flows with minimal errors. The first thing that we're going to do is check the reference list to see if these sources actually exist. There are only 4 of them, and yes, all of them are real. However, one is just the Ryan website, and the Guardian article was published before the new Turnitin AI detector was introduced. This reference list wouldn't be great for university work, where students would be expected to cite research published in academic journals, and 4 sources is a very low number that doesn't demonstrate much effort. Let's check out the body of the document. We've got an M-dash, a dead giveaway of AI writing. Some of the writing doesn't seem very natural for an undergraduate student, like by applying stronger perturbations. Parts of the text being formatted in bold. Another dead giveaway of AI writing. Overall, the essay is okay. It doesn't have a lot of substance, but it is a decent summary of Ryan, the features that they offer, their claims about efficacy, and some of the implications of AI in higher education. It's funny to note that ChatGPT doesn't think that Ryan humanized text or hypermode are guaranteed to bypass Turnitin's AI detector. I'm giving this essay a 7 out of 10 for quality. Next, let's check out the Ryan humanized essay. Yes, this got a 0% likely AI score with Turnitin, but that's easy to do with a load of nonsense. Does this essay make any sense? Did it preserve the meaning of the original ChatGPT essay? Is it readable? So we've got a mistake here. The in-text citation is not correct, and both the author and year are not inside the brackets. This is plausible enough for a student error. Turnitin 2025 says that the August 2025 snapshot. What? This doesn't make any sense. Words have been switched for inappropriate synonyms here. This part again has been changed so that it is more confusing than the original. It sees itself as one tool in an extended ecosystem, so it asks professors to review.
Yeah. You see what happened? This software, what he's trying to say is, Ryan, it's software, you have to pay for it. It did work, but a lot of it is nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. You see, if you write like a child or you write with mistakes, it will pass. So he's got it. I'll put this in the WhatsApp. He's an interesting guy, and he's always going through this software, and he researches these things to tell you, be careful. So, Mariam, what have you learned? Be careful, yeah? You can use GPT, but don't abuse it. Use it, don't abuse it, yeah?
Doctor, I feel it's time
Because,
consuming, honestly, and it will distract you.
you know, I saw one student and he said, this thing is driving me crazy. I said, you know something? If you just take my dictation software thing, this typeless, and just talk to the computer, this typeless will make your English kind of nice, and you'll have no problem. Try that software. It's free. Hold on, let me get it again. This was designed by Stanford students. This is why I like it. This is a serious TYPEL. And watch out, it's going to come to for your it's going to be for Android and iOS in the future. So right now, pricing, go for the free version, free, 4,000 words. And this is what I use when I'm trying to work with the computer quickly. 100 languages. Wow. Now let's see. Mac, Windows. It works on Android? iOS? So, Mariam, when you want to send a message to somebody and you don't want to type it on WhatsApp and you don't want to record the message, you can use this software on your phone. You just talk to the phone and you'll see the message will be perfect, and then you can send it. Let's put this into your... I should work for these companies and get a commission, yeah?
Exactly, doctor.
Imagine, I'd be rich by now.
Marketing.
But that's it. Oh, yeah. You teach marketing, but you don't practice it. Okay. Anyway, never mind. That's basically it. Look, guys, that's it. That's it. There's nothing else. The assignment is very simple. It's very short. There's no big deal. Use technology. Don't use technology. Use it, abuse it, or you lose it. It's up to you. Some people don't believe in it. Some people love it. Some people are scared of it. Some people, they take too much risk with it. You just can't copy and paste it because you see they'll catch you. And especially the dissertation, yeah? Because which university is it, by the way? Which university are you with?
I was with Limerick. I did 1 year now with the Gloucestershire University.
What's your topic? What subject?
Supply chain.
Is it business? Supply chain.
Yes.
Gloucestershire. So how do they do it? They ask you to do chapter 1 and then they give you feedback, yeah? Chapter 2, chapter 3.
Yes, doctor.
Chapter by chapter.
Yes, and first you will submit your proposal, of course, so that they will see if you are aligned with.
And have you finished the proposal?
Yes, of course. Now I'm in chapter 4.
Are you doing quantitative or qualitative?
No, it's a quantitative.
Really?
Yes.
If you're interested, I wrote this myself. This is what I did for each chapter, chapter by chapter. What chapter? Chapter 5, is it? This is my idea of chapter 5 as a guide in terms of what do you put in chapter 5, you see, and the word count. And a sample as usual. I can send that to you later, yeah?
Yeah, doctor.
And
please share it with us.
quantitative.
Especially, doctor, you
formula
know, the
and
literature review is the most headache يعني, thing because it has lots of things.
It does. And it's the one chapter that doesn't have a very easy formula, correct? But I can show you that you want the easy. Have you finished the literature review?
Somehow, yes, you know, doctor, you will come يعني, back and forth to it until you will finalize all your thesis.
Right. How many words is your dissertation? 15,000? 12?
15,000.
10? 15, yeah. So the literature review is about what? 4,000 words? 5,000? 4?
I
3?
think it was for 50.
4. Okay, well, I'll send you something later. Otherwise, we are halas with this marketing. You have finished your marketing. Marketing is marketed. Marketing is. So what we do now is we take this and we move it away. How about that? Blank screen.
Thank you, doctor, for everything.
And yeah, again, this is mine 0507816050. Woo, 6050. This is email if you want to send anything at gmail.com. And you know, hold on a second. I even have my own Zoom room, Mariam. My own Zoom room. This one. I can talk to anybody anytime here. This is my Zoom room. It never changes. You see? That's the... Wow, everything here, yeah? That's it. So look, I don't know. Use GPT. Don't use GPT. That's your business. It can be helpful, but you just got to be careful. Don't trust it. Don't trust any technology, and you'll be fine. All right. I think we're done. We'll see you sometime.
Inshallah.
Good luck, gentlemen, ladies.
Thank you very
and
much.
anybody.
And thank you all.
Thank you, doctor.
Everyone and anyone. Yeah, you'll be
Thank
fine.
you.
It's an easy one. Okay. We'll see you.